Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am very happy to be here today at Nasrul Quran in Putrajaya at the kind invitation of Datu Abdul Latif, the head of Nasrul Quran. I was happy to walk around the entire structure of the building and to view all the copies of the Quran of different kinds of print that you have scattered all over the building. And also your printing press, which is very impressive. I wish I had a press to do my printing of my books as well. I pray that Allah might bless your effort. One last very important message to be left with you, and that is that I hope you don't mind my saying so, but my view is that the Quran cannot be translated to any language. The miraculous word of Allah in Arabic cannot be translated to any other language. And so I say what we can do is to offer an explanation of the Quran rather than a translation of the Quran. Because when you translate, you are saying, I'm presenting you with what is in the original. When you can't do that. Other than that, be very careful, because many translations of the Quran have errors in them. And only a scholar will be able to recognize it. A politician cannot recognize a mistake in the Quran. A businessman cannot recognize a mistake in the translation of the Quran. A medical doctor cannot do it. It will be someone who is trained with knowledge of the Quran. And there's a way to study the Quran. And I have found that in the translation you have many, many errors. My last comment is that if Nasrul Quran can now accept the ajza of the Quran that I have presented today, that the first juz of the Quran does not end at 141 of Al-Baqarah, that is wrong. That is false. And Allah has said that He's going to question you on Judgment Day for what you have done. Rather, the first juz of the Quran, if you're publishing the Quran in 30 ajza, the first juz will be Al-Fatiha and the whole of Al-Baqarah. And the second juz will be Al-Fatiha and the whole of Ali Imran. And the third juz will be Al-Fatiha and the whole of An-Nisa. The fourth juz will be Al-Fatiha and the whole of Al-Ma'idah. The fifth juz will be Al-Fatiha and the whole of Al-An'am. And the sixth juz will be Al-Fatiha and the whole of Al-A'raf. And when you come to the seventh juz, however, which is our Sabbath, as I explained today, it is not one surah but two surahs combined. And that is why there is no Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim at the beginning of Surah Tawbah. And that is why Al-Anfal is so short. So on the seventh day, our juz will be Al-Anfal and At-Tawbah. And so we go on until we get 30 ajza of the Quran. If Nasrul Quran can adopt this correct system of correct ajza of the Quran, it will make a difference for Malaysia. And when Malaysia is doing it correctly, then Malaysia will teach the rest of the world of Islam, and we'll get away from this error, this mistake that we are living with, that you could recite up to verse 141 in Al-Baqarah and you finish the first juz. That is false. That is wrong. That is misguided. And you will have to answer on Judgment Day for that. We'll get away from this wrong way that the second juz begins at 141 and goes to 252 and all of this. Okay? Forgive me for calling it. It is misguidance, it is false, it is wrong. And I hope and I pray that my visit here might have some beneficial effect, inshallah. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.